Hello, my friends. Here I have your math pages for your Chapter 10 review and test. And what I'd like to do in the video is review all of our solid shapes and our position words, and then I will actually proctor this test. What that means is I will go question by question and give the instructions. So if you'd like to play the video while you take your review and test, you may, and just listen along to Mrs. Gorospe's explanations to help you answer the problems on your own. So I'll set this aside for now and bring out our three-dimensional shapes, beginning with the sphere, our three-dimensional or solid shape with curved surfaces, our cube, our three-dimensional shape with flat surfaces, our cone, one flat surface and a curved surface, and our cylinder. Let's squeeze that in there. There we go. Our cylinder also has flat and curved surfaces, but how many flat surfaces do we see on this shape? Good observation. So now that I have them like this, let's go ahead and go over position words. We have above and below. So we have a cone above the cube. We have a cube below the cone. Opposite position words to show that one is on top and one is on the bottom. But we want to use above and below because they're sitting on top of each other. Cone is above, cube is below. Then we have similar words. We can use beside and next to. All right, sphere, there we go. I'll remove our cone first. Our sphere is beside the cube. Cube is beside the cylinder. Cylinder is next to the cube. Cube is next to the sphere. You can use those interchangeably or either way. You can choose either one. Excuse me, let me just clear my throat. Can I say that the cylinder is beside the sphere? I cannot. They need to share a space together. That's how you know you're beside or next to someone. So our cylinder and sphere are not beside each other. Our cylinder and sphere are not next to each other. In order to do that, I would have to make sure they share a space. They can touch, they can be separate, but they are beside and next to. Now they are. All right. So let's go ahead and look at our pages. Oh, excuse me. We also learned in front of and behind. Now, where would the front of our line be? You have to make sure you show which side is the front. So I'm going to use our blackboard eraser here as a door. So my shapes are lined up in front of the door. Which solid shape is in the very front? Our cube. Our cube is in front. What shape is behind the cube? If this is the door and this is the line, sphere. Our sphere is behind the cube. What shape is our sphere in front of? Our sphere is in front of the cylinder, and our cylinder is behind the sphere. It's important to know whenever you have a line, where is the beginning of that line? So I put an imaginary door here. If I moved it and I put my door this way, actually, I don't want to block. There we go. Then I would talk about these shapes very differently. I move that door so you could see it. Which shape is in front of the sphere? Well, we are in the back of the line, so in front of the sphere would be the cylinder. What shape is in front of us? We would be here. Our cube is in front of us. Now, is the sphere in front of us too? Yes. And is our cylinder in front of us? Yes. But what is right in front of us? That means the closest one in that position. So we would say the sphere is in front of us. So those three kinds of positions we had: above and below. Let me use our short ones here. Above and below. We had beside and next to. We have in front of and behind. Three pairs of words that we want to use to describe the positions of shapes. Now, if you'd like to take your paper, you can take your test while Mrs. Gorospe goes number by number and see which answers to mark. Number 1 with our apple. Please use blue to color the sphere and green to color the cylinder, then red to color the cube. So we're looking at these shapes here. Blue to color the sphere, green to color the cylinder, and red to color the cube. Lastly, purple to color the cone. I skipped that one last time. Purple to color the cone. You can pause the video if you'd like, but I'll go ahead and keep going. Number 2, our sun. Mark an X on the object that rolls and does not stack. Mark an X on the object that rolls and does not stack. Number 3, circle the words that describe a cube. Okay, I won't read these out loud. You have your sounds that they spell. Circle the words that describe the cube. When I open this up, we have mark the bubble. So mark the bubble that is under, and then we'll complete the sentence. All right, we have a shape here in the front of number 4. Mark under the shape that is the same as this object. Which shape is the same as this object? Fill in the bubble under that shape. Same thing on number 5. We have an object here at the beginning of the row. Which shape is the same? Mark the shape that is the same. We have 4 3D shapes here. Which one is a cube? Fill in the bubble underneath the cube, or below the cube if I used some of our new words. Number 7. How many flat surfaces does this cylinder have? Which number shows how many flat surfaces this cylinder has? Moving on. Mark under the shape that is flat. Which shape is flat? Fill in the bubble underneath. Find the set that shows a cube above a cylinder. Mark the set that shows a cube above a cylinder. Number 10. Mark the set that shows a cylinder beside a cube. Mark the set that shows a cylinder beside a cube. All right, we have a truck here and a line of shapes on number 11. Which shape, mark the bubble that's above the shape that's behind the cube? Which shape is behind the cube in the truck? Which shape is behind the cube in the truck? When I flip this page over, they give you 4 solid shapes. Please point to each shape and tell Mom or dad or an older sister, any adult near you, tell them the names of these three-dimensional shapes. Thank you, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this easy peasy review. And if some of the things are still not clear, you are stretching your brains and getting more comfortable using them little by little. All right, my friends, happy Chapter 10 review and test. Thank you.